just try to understand in here as we go onto the battlefield with a match between Æther Soul and NoLimit.
Of course, on Æther Soul, we have a lot of expectations for this Kimmy, which has two of the best tanks in the game right now to protect them. Hopefully, or we'll have to wait and see if that's going to be enough. Because right now, I feel like they're playing super confident this time around.
This is a 4-man rotation coming up from the side of Æther Soul. Right off the bat, they got the buff in there, and it looks like someone's gonna go down anytime soon. On the side of NoLimit is actually Valeric that got the first blood. Geo trying to back away.
And of course, Geo gonna be able to jump out 1,000-pounder out of there. Absolutely nuts and beautiful. Æther Soul, they got something for their efforts. Kagura will have the buff on their side. Denial is going to be very important in terms of Æther Soul since they have good early game damage potential. Kimmy is going to need a lot of backup later, and it needs all the help it can get.
Yes, right at the moment, Kimmy's actually all alone in there. I thought NoLimit would take the opportunity when they were on a 3-man rotation in the bottom lane, but apparently they didn't push through that. They got the Harley, the Kaya, as well as the Leomord on the bottom lane, but I was just wondering why they didn't take the opportunity on that Troy, given that he didn't have the ultimate yet.
Yeah, absolutely, because I feel like it's going to be just NoLimit just biding their time in this one. They're the ones that had the big wombo combo, right? The super Minoan Fury in with the Blazing Duet. KLVJ definitely going to be raking up the damage as well later, but for the meantime, they are the ones who are pushing the tempo, which is a bit of a surprise for me.
Well, we'll see how long can they make or hold on to this tempo that they're making right now. Well, the turtle or the first turtle of the game is currently available. It seems like Æther Soul is trying to position themselves at the moment around that area. Meanwhile, NoLimit, of course, will be rotating and checking out that area as well.
Yeah, and so far this is just NoLimit playing super safe. I feel like Æther Soul should be the one doing the rotation. It's a bit odd that they're doing it in the other way around, but they're gonna start right now. Turtle on the sides, Æther Soul, NoLimit nowhere to be found.
Right, and it seems like they're gonna secure it just like what the Kagura did. And I'm so far liking the rotation of Æther Soul at the moment. Like you would see them rotating in groups, and they're not leaving anyone alone, especially the squishy ones. You know, the Kagura is well protected. The Kimmy is playing safe under the turret right over there in the bottom lane.
Yep, and of course, if you leave the Kimmy alone for a long time, you better be prepared to face the consequences. Right now, speaking consequences, we got Reflecia in the middle of the fight. He has been Minoan Fury, hits a lot of targets here, and apparently Æther Soul is having a hard time dealing with it. Everyone from NoLimit just collapsing right now. Lue gonna get pushed back. No one to protect. That means it's gonna be very easy for him to get away. But KLVJ gonna be cleaning up house, and somehow it became almost just a 1-for-1, because actually it's 1-for-2. While Æther Soul has Troy pushing on the bottom side of the map.
Right, oh my goodness. There's a lot of casualty on the side of NoLimit. Plus, they lost one turret in the bottom lane, just like what we saw at the moment. You can see in the bottom lane, Kimmy is no-balling at the moment.
That's scary.
Not just the other team members of her on the side of Æther Soul. Well, I think NoLimit really has to catch up and try to control the rotations and make their opponent move according onto their tempo that they want.
Yeah, that was actually funny. I was thinking if they pick a Harley and they see a Kimmy on the other side, they will just go there non-stop, left and right, but that's not happening right now. They are going for the big team fights. JP caught in the middle of the fight. He has to get out of there, and he will get knocked in and out. That will stop him from doing a lot of damage. Double kill for Ting. Able to do so much with his Martis pick, and because of that, Æther Soul is looking a lot stronger this time around, getting a tower in the mid lane.
This is what I actually like about the lineup of Æther Soul. They took away all the crowd control. The other possible best picks for crowd control provider like the Akai, the Kagura, as well as of course the Martis. Look at that. It seems like the members of NoLimit are actually having a hard time dealing with all the crowd controls that these members of Æther Soul are providing.
Yeah, where is the pressure that I was expecting to go to this Kimmy right now? Kimmy's having a walk in the park. going wherever he
Right,
wants
walk
to
in the
go.
park.
What is this? Like, what is this? That is so weird.
Yeah, it was even an easy turn in the bottom lane, all alone for that Kimi. And of course, if you leave one player all alone in a particular lane,
Yeah.
all of the goals will go to her.
Exactly. To be fair, KLVJ probably really needed to leave the lane for just a few moments so that he can join the team fight to make sure they win it.
Yeah.
Somehow they actually lost that team fight that I was talking about. They lost 2 people. Æther only lost 1. So far, advantage is going over to the blue side non-stop. Sky going on the hunt as well on the bottom side of my map, trying to get something, but Kimi is nowhere to be found. Geo and Tang are going to be very ready to go for the fights. We have Luwei also running interception, and they're not going to check the bushes. That's weird.
Yeah,
Okay,
that is actually weird.
that's weird, that was weird.
I actually thought that...
I would have dove in there.
Same.
Right?
I was actually thinking that Akai actually saw, we're able to face check.
Apparently
the
not.
2 members of NoLimit right over there in the brushes, but are going while they were going to the brushes. But apparently, I was expecting that 1,000-pounder going into the brush, but it didn't happen. Well, we'll see. These are the professional players. Probably
Yeah.
they have some decisions,
They're the pros,
other strategies. We're just storytelling.
Yeah, maybe they're just scared, man. I mean, they had no idea how many people could have been in there.
Correct.
So they wanted to play it safe. They knew they had an advantage. Check out the itemization there. And KLVJ, the only one with a kill score onto NoLimit side, doesn't really mean that they're losing, but at the same time, I can feel the pressure coming here from Æther.
Right, and well, 8 seconds from now, the 3rd turtle of the game, I think
Turtle
it's the 3rd turtle of the game,
soon.
and it's gonna go up anytime soon. You can see the map control for this in favor of the side of NoLimit at the moment. Oh, and it seems that they're gonna start over the turtle as well, wherein NoLimit is nowhere to be found nearby.
What is this? What is happening to the rotations of NoLimit? They leave turtle, they leave towers.
Yeah.
And Æther's, is it because Æther's is just so good in positioning? But that's weird. For the meantime, though, Geo having a lot of free reign. 5,000 gold lead for Æther's at this point. It's kind of scary. And,
It's kind of scary indeed.
It really is.
In the bottom lane, you can see in here Leomar trying to back away with the 4 members of Æther. Where are you gonna go? There might be an umbrella being thrown out for you to slow down. But apparently here is the pull coming up from the Kaya.
Yep, Emem gonna have the Divine Judgment. No damage, no follow-up damage though. That's gonna be very scary. Tira, again, doing a lot at the backside. Here's the backup though. We got Troy on the Kimi doing havoc, going for the chase.
Man.
He's the one doing the chase on the Assassin. JV with the Blazing Duet. A lot of damage put up. And that's going to be leaving the rest of Æther's members very, very low. And so far, NoLimit is starting to come up top in this fight. Sky got locked down against the wall. Double kill for Jay earlier on.
Still, I would have to agree on that. They got the lead at the moment. Here we go.
For the meantime,
5-0
Tang
going.
picked up right where we left off, going for the kill right away. JP is quite healthy. He has Rafflesia very, very nearby, so has the Minoan Fury. They have to be, I'm pretty sure Æther is aware. So they're going to have to walk out of there as well. And so far, as I was saying, casualties left and right here for both teams. So far, the goal lead is still holding strong at 6k for Æther. And NoLimit is, I don't know, they're starting to fumble for the right team fights.
But as you can see in here, there's a good score so far yet for JP on the Claude. 2-1-1 is not bad. At least he didn't feed for his team. I still believe though that NoLimit could still potentially catch up.
I think so. I think NoLimit is in prime position to do that, especially since JP is not that much left behind.
Right.
And that's pretty smart. Keep JP alive, keep him concentrated on taking out the softer targets like Troy, like Tira, and it should be a good fight for NoLimit. The problem is the counters for Æther is also very, very solid. They have the ultimate relic. Oh my gosh, KLVJ! Nowhere to go. Locked down against the wall. And that will call for a huge attack
let's see
there.
in here. We can see Kimi hiding in the brushes at the moment. It's going to be very scary if he actually steals the Lord. But apparently, he's going to die in the hands of the Claude on side of NoLimit.
Yeah, gets taken out instead. And NoLimit very happy with that trade. 1 tier 2 tower for a Lord and the kill. Don't mind if I do.
And here we go. It seems like Lou is going to go inside the brushes. Here we go. A backup as well from the Kagura. Seems like MM is going to go down. No, but he is still safe.
Yep, very confident. Æther saw that the Minoan Fury is down for Rafflesia, so they went right to the fight, and they were forgiven very, very easily. They forced it until the tower. Lord will be here though, so this is something that Æther Soul has to deal with. Not to mention minions in the middle and the top side of the map. So Æther Soul, this should be an easy defense, but you never know. JP is also here. Could be get caught out. He's gonna get rooted down. And Belric gonna be in the middle of everyone. No one to do the follow-up damage. He goes down. Rafflesia in the middle of the fight. No chance to do it. No Fury. JP with the Blazing Duet blazes out through all the HP bars. On the backside though, Tang is doing short work of the NoLimit squishies. He's going for the chase as well on man. Here's JP. He's not done. He wants blood. He gets it. Troy goes down.
And there's a lot of exchange of kills right over there. 12-7. That is a standing in terms of kills at the moment. And you can see here, NoLimit is actually catching up. Although they are far away from the number of kills from the side of Æther Soul. You can see here the turrets that they took away so far from the side of Æther Soul. That is actually a lot. How many turrets is that? 4 turrets were taken away. Well, actually for both of the teams. I mean, object 4-4-4
That's cool.
here for in terms of turrets.
And that's impressive considering the position that NoLimit was earlier. KLVJ, when given free reign, definitely looking a lot better this time around.
Right.
Doing the split push work for NoLimit while everyone is just taking team fights left, right, and center.
And he got the most kills for NoLimit, and that is actually good news. You know what? I think in the bottom lane team fight, I think they could potentially wipe out NoLimit if Tang was actually there early on, but I'm holding on to that. So Lewis
Oh my dear
so
lord.
low at the moment. Will have to use his heals to save his life away from that ultimate coming up from the Harley.
Gonna be able to make it out alive. That is actually very, very important. So for the meantime, I feel this is an absolutely not absolutely fair fight at this point, because if anyone makes a mistake, it's gonna be a very huge disadvantage for either one of these teams.
Okay, but we see in here being thrown up. Gio will have to back away, but he's not being chased by JP. And thanks to the backup of Lue, though Tang is actually here to do the crowd control for Æther Soul.
That's actually impressive. JP back with a Blazing Duet. Here comes his Divine Judgment onto Tang. He's not phased. He gets a kill. Can he get more? KLVJ does not have enough to deal with this. Right now, JP is also working with Rafflesia to go for the back line and the front line. They get one. We still have one tank. Troy, he can do some work if he can get in a good position, but they will go out and live to fight another day.
You know what? This is actually amazing that JP on the Claude, we actually see him go in and out of the fights, and he is still surviving. There's a lot of life steal from his side at the moment, and I think it is time for Æther Soul to actually create either a necklace of Durans or the deadly blade to actually at least lower down the life steal from this JP.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what we're gonna have to watch out for, because JP is getting out of hand here for NoLimit.
Oh, by the way, just a little bit of trivia. JP is actually from a previous member of Archangel Wicked Minds.
That's impressive. Archangel Wicked Minds. He was the one who you guys see over and over again. Who we were with him in the finals, and he was a pretty cool guy. Was able to talk to him.
We've seen just like yesterday, Def Cutie Forever. From Execration to
Roster
Archangel.
swaps, yeah.
There's a lot of change in terms of the lineup of the teams for season 3 at the moment.
It was actually super fun to watch the off-season roster changes. Of course, we can talk about that more in the coming future, because so far Æther Soul, I feel like they're just biding their time before we can get Troy in a good position. Tang is doing almost all of the work in the team fights.
Yes, and
so much.
Took away one turret in the bottom lane. He's doing a lot, just like what you've mentioned, side lane push, plus of course joining the fights, just like potentially this might happen now.
Right there in the middle of the fight, Lue doesn't have anything to protect him with. This is happening over and over again in the coming team fights, so that's weird. Blazing Duet for JP, and he gets a kill. Gio in the middle of the fight. That's a lot of people caught in the Hurricane Dance, and he's gonna go down for it. Sky, though, cannot do anything. I don't think he even popped the ultimate there in that fight, and that's gonna be JP going for the cleanup here. Oh my god, Rafflesia, he goes down, but instead Æther Soul, they do the wipeout.
They won the fight, and of course it's their transition to the first, or rather the second Lord of the game. Well, in terms of creep wave, though, we can see here it's pretty equal, except for the bottom lane wherein we've seen a while ago it was actually Martis who pushed that clear of that wave clear on the part. And you can see here a lot of immortalities being bought. Even Tang was buying a potion already for additional damage. It means, well, this is late game time, so I think he is full on items ready.
Considering he's also 10-1 and 7
Right.
on the scoreboard right now. What a beast of a guard this Tang.
I wonder though if there will be a respect battle on the Martis later on.
We'll have to wait and see.
I
think it's right. I think he deserves it for sure with the performance he's doing right now.
Or take it away from the lineup of Æther Soul.
If they can do it, if they can pilot it this good, why not, right? So NoLimit again, gonna be caught up in defense mode. 8,000 gold on the scoreboard for this team. 16 minutes in, that's a pretty tanky Lord. So it could open a possibility for an Æther Soul engagement. But the Lord gonna be charging and disable that tower for a few seconds.
And there you go, the Lord is already in the turret, and it's no doubt that Æther Soul will take away one turret objective on this one, potentially an inhibitor turret, or I think damage the turret at least. And you can see the Martis doing the side lane push once again. He's doing a lot of work, and he's actually able to do it.
That's impressive, the way that he can do this as well, not even scared of the Divine Judgment, if ever. So again, so far, that's a very successful defense for NoLimit. They have a lot of strong wave clear. That's why they're actually not afraid at all to go for team fights. And it's working out very, very well for them. Æther Soul, of course, is just waiting for some solid... again, the opportunities will have to present themselves eventually. I think that's what they're thinking about. But NoLimit, they're holding up pretty steadily. JP is the focus. I think they should start focusing down JP over and over again in these fights, because
he only died twice.
Yeah, exactly. That's so impressive.
That means something. It means they're not catching up JP that much when they have to. And well, I can't blame the Æther Soul team though, because you know they got, I mean, NoLimit got really good tanks that can protect JP as well. So what they can do is that what the Martis is doing at the moment is the pressure, putting all the pressure in all the lanes as fast as possible, and they're pretty consistent in it. Look at that, Æther Soul basically just rotating anywhere they want in this map, and NoLimit is left alone in their base, just farming out what they can farm right over there.
I'm gonna talk to Tang later. I'm gonna ask him, what the heck is this build that you have? It's very impressive.
We can anyway take a screenshot later on.
I can do that. I just want to ask him, where did you come up with this? It's very impressive. It's a bit different from what I usually see on the Martises. So guys, if you guys want to learn from this is one of the best opportunities to do so. NoLimit, they're starting to flex some muscle. They know they have damage, and at the later parts of the game, everyone's gonna start to get pretty equal in itemization. So
later on, indeed, it's gonna be a battle of the strategists already, because of the itemization being equal already. Plus, look at that, another potion being bought by Tang. I mean, he has it just means he has a lot of gold in his pocket already, that you know he could even, like, for example, he makes use of the immortality already. Potentially, he could just exchange it with a different item while it's on cooldown. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think the itemization is going to be too much of a problem. There you go. That's a very impressive Martis build.
All of the members of Æther Soul actually wearing
Locked
that
in.
immortality.
That's impressive, right? That's so good to see. Oh my gosh.
Like they have a second life after a wipe out.
So this is going to be so difficult for NoLimit to clean up, especially considering they have a Beleric, which it basically doubles the life expectancy of everyone inside Beleric Ultimate.
And there we go. You can see in here Beleric and Akai creating space for the Kimi, while Kimi takes that third Lord of the game. And because it is the third Lord, of course, it's gonna be very, it's gonna be tankier than the first ones. But Rafflesia is actually very confident in here, trying to dive in onto the fight, and they're actually starting it.
Yep, kill VJ with the Phantom Steed entrance. Doesn't really hit anyone. And as we said earlier, Æther Soul is a tanky, very, very tanky lineup, so they have to also be careful. I think this board's gonna go soon.
There is the pull coming up from the Kaya.
And of course, Bellery gonna go down. First immortality pops, finally. Gonna have to use the ultimate just to get some regeneration, and 10% HP is something that's gonna be very useful, especially considering NoLimit is starting to charge into the fight. Don't forget, Beller can go down anytime soon. Tang in the middle of the fight. He's doing the Mortal Coil on so many targets. Forced to flicker out though, Geo. Oh my god, the position is not really good for Æther Soul. Minoan Fury doesn't hit anyone, but they don't care. They're still gonna take some targets for themselves. Geo gonna fall. And I think this time NoLimit is the one that can actually take this Lord.
Oh man, you can see in here, NoLimit doesn't really want to give Æther Soul the third Lord of the game, but it seems like Æther Soul will love to make a comeback. They don't want NoLimit to take away that Lord. That's why they're gonna start off a fight. Lue trying to start or cover up the members of Æther Soul, but he's going so low at the moment. Will he survive? There's a shield, but apparently it is not enough.
That is a huge misplay. Tank is missing. Troy is very vulnerable. He could go down. He has immortality, but will that save him? He's able to walk out of there just in time. Tang with a follow-up. He's not scared. He still has the proc. Hero with the switch into a huge yin-yang overturn. What a play from Æther Soul. Barely making it out of there alive. They stopped the attempt from NoLimit to go for the Lord, and they could probably go for a push if they wanted to.
I like how these teams are playing at the moment. They're very aggressive, but it is an aggressive kind of play, wherein they make sure that their aggressiveness will pay off.
Yeah, then everyone is just playing so optimally. Speaking of that, Geo can get pulled back. Divine Judgment, that's a lot of damage. He cannot answer. He's gonna go down eventually. That's gonna be 4v5 for 52 seconds. Oh man, this is gonna be a hard-fought battle for Æther Soul. Can they do a steal on this one? They got the Kagura, they can do it.
The steal is the key, and if they have Retribution, it is an additional chance for them to actually take away this Lord. Members of they're actually going so low. MM went down, but of course Immortality popped up.
That was a huge yin-yang overturn. Single target, we don't care. We just need to take out at least one of these Immortalities so that we can at least make a dent in the coming team fight. Reflection in the middle of the fight. He has the rage up. Can he use the ultimate in an optimal position? Æther Soul is not giving him the chance to do that. He flickers in. He makes some work, but KLVJ finishes off the Lord. That's Lue going down as well, and Tang, he doesn't have immortality this time around. He's gonna take down KLVJ, but he's gonna resurrect, and Tang gets one. Can he get more? No, he cannot. KLVJ finishes him off.
You know, the Kimi really has to back away at the moment thanks to the backup of Geo. Kimi was able to escape. That is an intense fight right over there. The third Lord was taken away by NoLimit. And as you can see, he's walking towards the top lane already. And this is what we're talking about. This is already late game time. We're coming close to the 25-minute mark. And the itemization are pretty equal. Courage Bulwark on the side of Kaya. This is understandable why they are so far as well, you know, winning the fights, at least the late game fights that we're seeing at the moment.
Yep, exactly. Itemization, it doesn't matter. Everyone's almost at full. And it's starting to look a lot better for NoLimit. They have a great advantage. Lord is going up on top side. Turret in the mid lane, most likely gonna fall. Bottom lane getting pressured by JP. Where do you position yourself if you're Æther Soul? It's gonna be so difficult. They're taking care of the Lord. The rest of NoLimit inside the base. They're gonna go for the first. I think this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the base. If Reflection can pull off a great ultimate, that's gonna be it. But KLVJ is in the middle of the fight, gets pushed back by the Akai, and that's a great four-man Minoan Fury. Where's the follow-up damage though? It's so much missing because JP is not there anymore.
There you go. They have to clear off the wave. There's still a chance for Æther Soul as they have the damage to actually defend it. But unfortunately, though, no more turrets for them, for their base to be safe anymore. But
that was close.
That was really close. And you know, this is what we're talking about. This is not going to be an easy fight. Like you can see here, no one is actually dominating, and you can see the the capability of both of the teams. But this time, because this is late game time, you will always try to avoid dying, because if you do die, you will have to wait almost 1 minute before you actually can come back.
So it's really scary. The next mistake here is gonna make or break this game. Reflecia, he has the four-man Minoan Fury. Where's the follow-up though? Everyone is tanks here. Sky doing the poker tricks but doesn't hit any more targets. And it's KLVJ in the middle of the fight. Freeman push back. That's so effective. Tira has forced to use the Winter Truncheon, cannot use the Yin Yang Overturn. Raflesia is chasing up on the Geo. That is a great fight for NoLimit.
Do take note that KLVJ just bought right on time that red potion that will allow him to do more damage against the members of Æther Soul. It seems like Martis is...
Oh, Troy, no! He gets pulled back with the Truncheon in the middle of the fight, but he's gone! KLVJ with a double kill. I think that's it. NoLimit is starting to walk up in the mid lane. 25 seconds, 50 seconds on the death timers. Game 1. Gonna be going over to NoLimit.
I don't know why Tang didn't actually join the members of Æther Soul right over there in the middle lane part of the map, and he was always almost always away from the members during the late game time. Probably was trying to do the the clearing of the waves, but apparently it didn't pay off.
It really did not, and that was great. I mean,